who made it.
These pieces of art are created by In our school, 39.7% of students have art that they have made.
There are about 44 students who draw, about 26 students who paint, about 24 students who sculpt, and about 10 students who color.
Art was invented as a vehicle for religious rituals.
An anonymous person said that the history of art focuses on objects made by humans for any number of spiritual, narrative, symbolic, conceptual, documentary, decorative, and even functional and other purposes, but with a primary emphasis on its aesthetic visual form.
Art was never finished, only abandoned, Leonardo da Vinci stated. I dream of painting, and then I paint my dream, Vincent van Gogh said.
The oldest art created was the pig.
In West Bend, there is an art museum named MoA, which was founded in 1961. Christine Preslinick Review said that it was very nice to see local artists' works, and I'm always inspired to get creative myself after seeing other people's visual stories. The museum is beautifully designed to accommodate some huge works of art.
Every now and then, the MoA Art Museum will receive new pieces of artwork.
From life-size sculptures to small canvas paintings, there are all different types of art at MoA.
My name is Laura Stone. I am your KMS art teacher. I am here at my studio space at the Grafton Arts Mill. I have been making art for as long as I can remember and teaching art for a little over 20 years. One of the things I love about art is that it is for everyone, and it's everywhere. For myself, I like to draw and I paint. I work in oil, acrylic, and watercolor mediums. I also take photography.
I like working here because every day is something new. So I love working around art, I love working around people who like art, who like talking about art, who are here to see art. Like, it's just really cool and really, really cool.
Art is a very big thing and many people around the world enjoy doing it.
Thanks for
Watching.
Bye.
Are you guys ready to check out?
Yes.
Total coupons be $1,000. Was nothing on sale? Nope.
With Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas on its way, you'll want to know all the deals in stores to get the best gifts for friends and family at low prices.
We are here to inform you about the best stores to get the most gifts and valuables with good deals for this upcoming holiday season.
Black Friday was applied because of the financial crisis, which was the U.S. gold market crash that occurred on September 24, 1869. This happened when two ruthless Wall Street financiers worked together to buy as much of the nation's gold as they could. On that Friday in September, they set the stock market into freefall and bankruptcy. Lots of people think that after a year of being at a loss, stores should earn a profit because holiday shoppers spend so much money on discounted items that it may be true. It is not the actual story on how it started.
Some of the biggest Black Friday sales you can find are at Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Amazon, Lowe's, Home Depot, and Ulta. Some early deals you can get at Best Buy are Samsung phones, iRobot, Roomba, Theragun, and more. Two Apple products that you can get an early deal on are the Apple Watch Ultra and AirPod Pros 2. You can also get coffee makers, washer and dryer combos, clothing, and more. According to the NRF chief economist Jack Kleins, with prospect of customers seeking to shop early, inventories may be pulled down sooner, and shortages may develop in the later weeks of shopping. So make sure to get your shopping in soon.
This year, Black Friday starts on Friday, November 25th. Black Friday deals extend through Saturday and Sunday, but technically ends when Cyber Monday begins. Cyber Monday has all of the online shopping deals. Recently, some stores started their Black Friday sales on Thanksgiving days, but stores like Walmart have already started. A few items that you can get major deals on are TVs, appliances, toys, Apple products, and many more. Brenna told us what she's planning on buying this Black Friday season.
Probably buy mostly clothes and maybe electronics. I don't know.
Tate had told us where he was going to do his Black Friday shopping.
I plan on shopping at Best Buy, Walmart, and Target this Black Friday season.
Remember to get in your Black Friday shopping
So that you don't have to pay full price for gifts.
from your favorite brands before it's too late.
Good morning, KMS. Today will be a high of 37 degrees and a low of 21 degrees. Over the course of Thanksgiving break, it will be around the high of 40 degrees and at the lows of the 20s and 30s with some few clouds and sun.
Good morning, KMS. Today is Tuesday, the 22nd of November. It's getting pretty chilly outside for this Thanksgiving break, so make sure you dress warm, Kewaskum.
What is up, KMS? It's that time of year for some Thanksgiving football.
This year there are some amazing matchups for you to watch that will preview later.
We're also going to be bringing back some recent Thanksgiving game memories and tell you how the whole tradition started.
The Detroit Lions' tradition of playing on Thanksgiving Day started in 1934, their first year in Detroit. The Lions had won their first 7 games of the year. They brought their 10-1 record into the game against the 11-0 Chicago Bears, and the Bears came out with a 19-16 win. Thanksgiving game broadcaster John Madden awarded the first Turkey Leg Award for the game's most valuable player. Reggie White of the Philadelphia Eagles was the first player to receive the Turkey Leg Award for his part in what they called Bounty Bowl 1.
Last year's Thanksgiving game was a really good game. It was the Raiders versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys attempted to come back, but the Raiders ended up winning in overtime with a game-winning field goal by Daniel Carlson. Another notable play was Tony Pollard from the Dallas Cowboys had a 100-yard kick return touchdown.
The Bears beat the Detroit Lions 16-14. Andy Dalton threw for 317 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Jared Goff threw for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Bears ended up winning by a game-winning field goal from Cario Santos.
The Buffalo Bills downed the New Orleans Saints 31-6. Josh Allen threw for 4 touchdowns and passed for 260 yards. Tight end Dawson Knox also had 2 receiving touchdowns as well.
Vikings-Patriots game because
I watched the Bills and the Lions on Thanksgiving.
This year has some very exciting games planned. Those games include the Bills versus Lions, Cowboys versus Giants, and Patriots versus Vikings. Starting with the Bills versus Lions, Josh Allen and the 6-3 Bills are facing Jared Goff and the 3-6 Lions. The Bills are Super Bowl favorites, while on the other hand, the Lions are performing very poorly. The Bills have a high-powered offense, and the Lions have the worst defense in the league this season. If the Lions can somehow pull off the upset, it would shock everyone. The next game to talk about is Cowboys versus Giants. Both the Cowboys and Giants are having a great start to the season. The Giants are being led by Saquon Barkley in their run game, while the Cowboys are winning games from their great defense and top 10 offense. The Cowboys are 6-3, while the Giants are 7-1. The last game of the day is the Vikings-Patriots. The Vikings are having a spectacular season and currently leading the NFC North with a record of 8-1, while the Patriots are fighting for the top spot in the highly contested AFC East with a record of 5-4. The Vikings have been led by Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, and Dalvin Cook in order to light up the scoreboard, while the Patriots have relied heavily on their amazing defense to hold teams to minimum points. The Patriots have had some QB controversy, but it hasn't mattered due to running back Ramondre
Make sure to
Stevenson.
enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family and watch some football.
When we asked you what console brand you most preferred, what was the most picked option? Was it A, Xbox, B, PlayStation, C, Nintendo, or D, I don't care? We'll give you some time to think. The answer is D, I don't care.
Ready? Wrong answers only. Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Jurassic Park.
Watermelon. Bears.
Okay.
Wrong answers only. What's on the $20 bill?
This chair.
Okay. Okay, go. Wrong answers only. What's your eye color?
cows.
Wrong answers only. What's your favorite brand?
Australia, mate.
Wrong answers only. Who's your favorite student?
Chimichangas.
Go. What is your favorite food?
Rocks.
Wrong answers only. Where's your sweatshirt from?
The Christmas tree farm.
Wrong answers only. Who's your favorite Bears player?
Winnie the Pooh.
Wrong answers only. What is your favorite hairstyle?
Library.
Wrong answers only. What's your favorite shape?
Toast.
If not, I think we can change your mind. Cheerleading eventually began in 1998 when a cheerleader by the name of Johnny Campbell got so excited that he jumped out in front of the crowd. In KMS, we used to have a dance team 13 years ago. That dance team turned into cheerleading 5 years ago.
The two coaches leading the KMS competitive cheer team are Stacy and Allison. Coach Stacy is a nutritionist and lunch lady for the high school, and Coach Allison is a firefighter for Fillmore. Coach Allison used to be a teacher in KMS, but no longer is. There are 15 members on the competitive cheer team. Last year we got first place at the Menominee Falls. We got third at I Cheered and first place at state last year. We had 6 new cheerleaders that joined the competitive cheer team this year.
1, 2. And the best part is?
There rides to and from the competitions.
Bye, KMS! I'm passing the computer to someone who acts like a princess.
I'm passing the computer to the second shortest girl in the grade.
I'm passing the computer to the bossiest girl I know.
I'm passing the computer to somebody who's very quiet. I'm passing the computer to someone who's obsessed with dance.
I'm passing the computer to someone who has good candy.
I'm going to pass the Chromebook to the best state wrestling coach ever.
Hello there. Today we'll be learning about the history of video consoles. This is what we had then, and this is what we have now. Oh no!
Video game consoles started out in the late 70s with the Magnavox Odyssey, designed by Ralph H. Baer. This is the beginning of the first generation. At this time, gaming consoles usually only have 1 or 2 games pre-programmed into the consoles. Some, like the Odyssey, come with game cards, but do not extend console capabilities or have any programmed games, only slightly change the pre-existing games. First generation consoles are only done limited runs during this time, and handhelds exist, but are very basic. During the time of the second generation consoles, the game cartridge is introduced, which is first implemented in the Fairchild Video Entertainment System in November of '76. Next, we move on to the third generation. During this time, the Nintendo Entertainment System and Sega Master System are launched. During the fourth generation, the SNES and Sega Genesis are released. CD-ROM drive add-ons are introduced during this era. Partnership of Nintendo and Sony result in the Nintendo PlayStation, which is never fully released due to the partnership going sour. Handhelds such as the Game Boy are introduced. Up next is the fifth generation. After an unsuccessful partnership with Nintendo, Sony founds the PlayStation brand, and the first PlayStation is released, taking gaming to a whole new level with 3D graphics, easier to use controllers, and discs. Nintendo has a slow start with utilizing discs and better controllers with the N64. During the sixth generation, Sega makes their last console, called the Dreamcast, before leaving the gaming console industry. Microsoft starts the Xbox brand, soon to become a competitor to Sony. Backwards compatibility is introduced, and brands like Atari go out of business, making Nintendo the oldest gaming console company. In the era of the 7th generation, Metal makes their last console, called the Hyperscan, before going out of business. Competition between Xbox and PlayStation really begins, and better graphic capabilities and faster speeds become the standard, including online play. In response to Nintendo's motion sensing Wii and Wii remotes, Xbox and PlayStation released the Kinect and the PlayStation Move. Lastly, with the 8th generation, Nintendo releases the Wii U in an unsuccessful attempt to continue on the Wii, which is then discontinued quickly. Handhelds like the PS Vita and Nintendo 3DS are released. Nintendo releases the Switch to make up for lost sales.
30 years, gaming consoles have came a long way and still are getting better. Plus, Mr. Schultz and other teachers at KMS direct us to remind you not to play games on your Chromebooks.
Hey, high five!
Okay, high five. Okay, high five. Okay, high five. Okay, high five.
Good morning, KMS. Today we'll be talking about how yoga calms the body and mind.
67% of the Kewaskum Middle School said that they don't do yoga, and 32% said they did.
I do yoga at the WAC in Menominee Falls. I choose to take yoga classes because it calms me down and it's a really good workout.
Yoga encourages mental and physical relaxation, which can help reduce anxiety and stress.
The physical postures provide flexibility, relieve tension, and reduce pain.
Yoga is good for athletes because it can help gain strength and flexibility.
Yoga is good for mental health because it causes significant reductions in stress, anxiety, and depression.
It makes me calmer and relax.
Yoga has been around the world ever since 15,000 BC. Yoga's origins lead all the way back to northern India around 5,000 years ago. Amit Ray once said, "Yoga means connection with the Supreme Self." This means that yoga can really benefit your mind and body through many ways. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, yoga masters began to travel to the West, attracting attention and followers. Yoga, as it is known in the West, took off in the late 1890s when Indian monks began spreading their knowledge to the Western world for the first time. People who traveled to India were also able to rub shoulders with the yogists and observe their practice firsthand.
Some of the most effective yoga poses are legs up on the wall, downward facing dog, and the cobbler's pose. Legs up on the wall helps relieve tired legs and feet, gently stretches your hamstrings and neck, also might help ease mild backache. Downward facing dog stretches and widens the hamstrings, the calves, and Achilles tendons. And lastly, the cobbler's pose strengthens your core and improves your posture. Some two-person poses are the plank pose and two-person seat. From the website mayoclinic.org, they say downward facing dog is probably the most popular yoga move in many yoga classes around the country.
If you're ever stressed, worried, or bored, try some of the yoga poses we showed in our video. Yoga has been a used exercise to calm the body and help clear the mind from stress.
This can really benefit you in your future life and having good flexibility and mindset for your stressful days.
Whoa, see that one? Yeah, it's cool in there. Hey KMS, Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
We are here to inform you on some of the opportunities this Thanksgiving, like the Macy's Day Parade.
There are over 44 million viewers who watch the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade. There are also another 3 million people who watch the parade in person. It takes almost 6,600 people to make this parade possible, and 4,500 of those are volunteers.
The Macy's Day Parade was created in 1924 to showcase the opening of the world's largest store. Louis Bamberger was the guy who came up with the idea of this parade. There were more than 2.5 million people who went to the Macy's Day Parade last year, while in 1924, the first year, there were only 10,000 people.
My favorite float is the Spider-Man.
So the Macy Parade is very entertaining. You go watch it on TV, and I think the floats look cool. Like, they're cool floats. Like, all the characters, everybody knows the.
I like the Macy's Day Parade because my family watches it. It's not a tradition.
So I'm probably gonna. Your camera's a little crusty.
Wait 1 second. Oh my god.
Okay.
How to just unrecord, dummy.
Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas on its way. You need to know all the deals and stores. Actually, it's gonna take us a year. Oh my god. Just do it. Cole.